Most of you realtors in the East Bay who subscribe to the MLS now have a fabulous new benefit available through your local association. It's called Clarus Market Metrics. This amazing analytical tool provides you with current, on-demand market trend and market pricing data. The easy-to-use and understand graphical presentations created by the program provide a clear picture of up-to-date market conditions for the areas and parameters that you choose, and it will enhance, support, and showcase your professional knowledge to your clients. This is a significant tool that's fast and easy to use. Now, here's how. Once you've logged into the CCAR Today website, click on Clarus under the Quick Links menu. This will take you to the Clarus Metrics login page. If you haven't already performed a one-time registration, then first click on the Register button and follow the instructions. Once registered, simply log in using the same ID and password that you used to log into your MLS system. On the next screen, you will select whether you want to do a market dynamics analysis or a market pricing analysis. Market dynamics provides an informative graphical data picture of the current market trends over time and will provide a better understanding of existing market conditions for both you and your client. The pricing analysis provides an excellent visual depiction of the market pricing data that will support and showcase your market expertise to your clients by graphically defining the appropriate price range in the current marketplace for your client's property. In this first training video, we will show you how to perform a market dynamics analysis. The pricing analysis will be demonstrated in a subsequent video. So let's get started. After selecting the Market Dynamics button, the next screen shows that our own MLS system is selected by default. The blue bordered box in the lower left shows the minimum sequence of required search parameter steps that must be used. The red box shows additional but optional parameter filters that we may also use. Note that for each step, our selected search criteria are summarized in the list on the right. Clicking on the green Next Step button takes us to our property type selection page. For this example, we will select residential. We could also select more than one subtype of residential. However, to keep our analysis focused, we will only select detached single-family homes for this example. Moving to the next step, we can define a specific geographic area that we want for our market analysis. As you can see, there are numerous ways to define the areas. Select whichever one you believe to be most suitable. We'll make our selection by MLS area number, and then we'll select area number 4900, which is Walnut Creek. To the right of each area is a number of records that reflects the total number of sold listings for all property types in the area for the last 12 months. Our next step takes us to the time period selection for our analysis. For our example, we will select a 1-year time frame, but note, the analysis will actually include 13 months, finishing through the last full month prior to the date we run the report. This will allow for the data of the most recent month to be compared to the comparable month in the prior year. For example, 13 months would allow sales in January of 2009 to be compared to sales in January of 2008. Of course, the same monthly extension of time would also exist if you selected the 2-year time frame for your analysis. At this point, after having selected our time frame, we have completed all the required steps and could actually just click on the Go to My Reports button to see our results. However, if we again click the Next Step button, we will be taken to the first of the optional parameters that will allow us to narrow the focus of our analysis by entering a price range, the number of bedrooms and baths, square footage, and even lot size. But note the warning that cautions about narrowing the focus of your analysis too much. This is where your personal knowledge of your marketplace comes into play. However, this program is so fast and easy to modify that you might try a variety of parameters to find the ones most reliable for your report. Getting back to our example, since I want to determine the market conditions in Walnut Creek primarily for 3 and 4 bedroom homes with at least 2 baths and that have between 1,500 to 1,800 square feet, I will make those optional selections. So I will bypass this price range selection and go directly to the optional bedroom and bath parameter. Here I will select 3 to 4 bedroom homes with at least 2 full baths. Now I'll move on to the next step where I'll select my square footage parameters. I'll select a range of 1,500 to 1,800 square feet, and I'll leave the default checkbox checked to allow the analysis to include any listings that have no square footage listed. Now finally, I am ready to see my reports, so I simply click on the Go to My Reports button. The informative results are presented in the form of 8 analytical graphs, which appear as 4 small graphs on each of 2 pages. Double-clicking on each graph enlarges that graph and enhances the details to allow for an in-depth look. For example, if I double-click on the graph labeled Median Sold Price by Month, we will see the details of the median price graph for homes in our selected group for each month from February 08 through February 09. Here along the bottom of these expanded charts, you'll see a percentage change over the entire time range, as well as the numerical data depicting the change. In this example, we see that there has been a 38% drop in the median sales price from February 08 through February 09 for homes in our selected group. Each full-sized graph includes options along the top to print, email, and save the reports. You can also review and modify the criteria, or you can start all over with a new report. The linear and polynomial checkboxes will draw their respective trend lines on the graphs. Another useful option is the number of units checkbox, which will display the actual number of relevant transactions for each month right on the graph. The data button will give you a numerical display of the data that was used in the chart. And the thumbnail button will take you back to the 4 on a page display, from where you can select a different graph. A really useful feature on each chart for new users is the blue underlined report definition text. Just by holding your mouse cursor over the text, you will get a good explanation of each chart's meaning. And finally, at the bottom of each chart is a drop-down box that will enable you to immediately jump to any other chart in your analysis. Each of these charts individually represents an important piece of market information, and together they are immensely powerful in properly analyzing and defining current market conditions. Do play around with this free member benefit, and you will begin to understand the powerful tool that it is. If you have further questions about Clarus Market Metrics, contact your association's friendly tech support department. I hope this was informative, and thanks for watching.